So let's go ahead and start and squat down and up. So each exercise is roughly 60 seconds. There's going to be a transfer time of maybe 5 seconds. You might be looking at 55 seconds, maybe 50, depending upon how long it takes you to transfer. What we're looking to do here with the squat is get a full range of motion. We want to go all the way up, all the way down. And as you start to know the motion, try to pick up the pace, try to put some intensity into it.
Remember, it's not how you start, it's how you finish it in a round. So it's important that you do the movement right. But as the time goes on, you pick up the intensity of it.
Everybody's looking great now. We have about 20 seconds left, so let's go and pick up the pace now. You guys have the squat down correctly. At home, if you're having trouble getting down the thighs to parallel, if you have to go a little bit shorter, that's okay. But try to go as quick as you can, all the way up, all the way down. We have about 5 seconds now, okay? Let's get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Into the standing position. And now let's drop down into that chair. ISO squat, okay? We want to try to get those thighs to parallel. So Jordan, just lower down a little bit deeper there, buddy. And you want to push into the heels. This one really burns.
Yeah, it's really burned. Don't be, if it's too much, don't collapse down. Just lift up a little bit. Take away some pressure.
And it's okay to make modifications if necessary. One thing you don't want to do is you don't want to round over as doing this. You want to try to keep your body upright. So if you have to raise up off the squat, that's totally acceptable. You'll find that the isometrics, when you do this in any type of activity, especially fighting in life, it's very difficult because you have the muscles contracting and you're not really moving. So you feel like you're doing nothing, but just feel your muscles burning, they're on fire.
There is one thing I need to work on. This is my endurance, guys. I'm more a fast twitch muscle oriented guy, so I'm very good with explosiveness exercise, but this is my weakness.
George, interrupting doing the push-up position. Now we're going to lower down, push up, hands off, and push up. Then right back down, hands off, push up. Here, give a full range of motion, okay? Pushing all the way up, lowering all the way down. You can't take your hands off the ground if you're not lowering your chest all the way to the ground. So be sure you're doing that at home. Now, if you have to, on occasion, you might get a little fatigued or might not be able to do it in the beginning. So at least let's go and show the variation off the knees. Now, if necessary, you can lower down to your knees and still do the same exact movement. It's just slightly modified. The resistance is less because you're on the knees, and that's still acceptable. This is another thing that's very important to stress, is that the back, you basically will pull the hands off the ground. We're working the retractors, okay? We're working the muscles that help our posture, our rhomboids, our trapezius muscle, our rear deltoids. We're working a lot of muscles that you normally don't hit in the standard push-up. Okay, guys, great work. Now, let's continue working those extensions of the spine. Palms up through the air, trying to touch the palms of the ceiling with straight arms, looking straight down at the ground, trying to put the feet straight up in the air as well. So pretty much, you want to try to hollow out your body, where the only thing that's on the ground is a little bit of your stomach and about mid-thigh. You want to try to peel everything off the ground.
Oh yeah, that is burning.
Woo. Good job, everybody. If you find throughout the motion you start to really fatigue and you can't stay up, it's totally acceptable just to put a little pillow for your head and just lie down and then come right back up. But try to push through it. You don't want to give up. It's only 5 minutes, so really give it your all. You have about 15 seconds. You guys are doing great.
Let's go, let's get through it.
And we're going to hit our pop-up here next, so we have about 8 seconds now, okay, guys? Stick it out now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the pop-up. So you can do it from the prone position or off the knees. So off the knees, popping up and standing, right back down. Prone position, still in the square position. And if that's too difficult, there's nothing wrong with stepping down, then try to step up and stand. It's totally acceptable to do this if necessary. But try to do it like George. If not, try to mimic what Lisa's doing. 30 seconds, guys. Let's get after it, okay? Come on, George. How many can you do now, buddy? Good, Patrick. 20 seconds. Now let's go. Wrap it out now. That's it. Good. Come on, pick up the pace. 15 seconds.
Let's go.
Good. Get after it. Okay, guys. That's it. 10 more seconds. Let's get after it now, okay? Let's go. That's That's it, George. Good. 3, 2, 1, and time. Yeah. All right, nice George. Okay, so that concludes our first round. Now, if you need to get a drink, do whatever you want. Towel yourself down, but try to stay loose throughout, okay? If you find you have some tight muscles, try to stretch them out and try to just keep the body loose. Get ready for round 2. We're coming back in about, 45 seconds now.
This was like a fight. It's important, everyone, that you need to pace yourself. You know, if you start like a lion, you will finish like very slow. So it's important, as you start to do the exercise, you pace yourself. You make sure you're doing the right form, and then as time goes on, you pick up the pace.
I noticed you're having a little bit of a difficulty there with that iso squat. Yeah, that's a tough exercise for you, huh?
It's true, because I'm more an explosive athlete. I'm more a fast twitch muscle type of athlete. So all this isometric strength is very hard for me. I can't hide it. It's one of the worst ones.
That's okay.
Probably the worst one.
And that's the cool thing about functional training. It always exposes the weak link in the person, okay? Now let's get ready, guys. We have about 3 seconds. I'm going to start round 2 off with an air squat, okay? Get ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Now you want to squat down, trying to get your thighs to parallel, bringing your arms up with a counterbalance, pushing down into your heel, and trying to set a rhythm in the beginning. That's, not too difficult, but good you're working. Because remember, our first round, we got the heart rate up, and now we're just trying to carry that over, trying to keep our heart rate nice and high. There you go, George, a little bit deeper, buddy.
Yes, sir.
That's it. You'll find your thighs are probably burning right now, but that's okay. Now you're halfway into it, so go and start picking up the pace now, guys.
And that's where it starts burning now. Keep going. Let's go, everyone.
And for you guys at home who's experiencing that burning in your thighs right now, that's the lactic acid building up in your thighs. That's good though, that's going to burn the fat.
That is an horrible feeling, I'll tell you.
Okay guys, 10 seconds, you're doing great, let's push it out now, come on, get after it. 5 seconds. On my cue, we're going to go into the squat thrust, okay? And go. Hands down, pop up, stand up. Back down, backing out. Try to be quick when you guys go out, okay? Touch your feet and hop right back up. Fully standing. That's it. And this is similar to when George is fighting, someone shoots him for a takedown. You'll see him sprawl, working a lot of the same muscles.
Exactly. Sprawl to avoid to be taken down.
Okay, guys, you're doing great. Good. Try to keep that head up, try to look right down at the mat. Good. Remember, guys, there's a lot of stability here in the core too. You don't want to let your hips sag. You don't want to hit the mat. If you're having a tough time doing this at home, what you want to try to think about doing is just stepping back, then stepping up and standing. Okay? So step back, step up, and stand. That works just fine. Okay, guys, we're almost there. 10 more seconds. Let's try to get 2 more reps in now. Okay? Pick up the pace a little bit. Let's go. 5 more seconds. Let's go. That's the good. Okay, now hold in the push-up position. Okay, now we're down here. We're going to just go right into our push-up. So lay down and push up. Pause, down, up, down, up. Try to get a good rhythm going here. All the way down, all the way up. Actually, pull that head back just a tad. Okay, good. That's it. Body straight. Try to think of a line, guys, going ear, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle. Okay, guys, let's go. All the way up, all the way down. Patrick, try to get the chest reject. Okay, if necessary, lower down to your knees. And guys, if fatigue sets in, there's nothing wrong with lowering down to your knees for a bit. Coming back, get right back into position. Lower it down, push all the way up, and then back. Fatigue's part of it, guys. Okay, now 15 seconds, all right? Let's get ready. Try to rep it out now, okay? George, let's get at least 10 more reps. 10, 9, 8, 10 seconds. Good. Well, 5 more, let's go. That's it. Good job. All right, guys. So we're there. Now we're down here. We're going to pop up into the burpee, okay? We're putting all the movements together. Not jumping too high on this one. Just hopping off the ground. So we do a squat thrust, a push-up, and we jump up, landing right back into it. That's it. Now, George's probably going to have a hard time talking this one because right now his body's pretty much overwhelmed with lactic acid.
Yeah, I feel like my body will collapse.
That's at least good.
Not a good feeling to have.
Okay, you guys have about 25 seconds, so you start picking up the pace. Just like all the other exercises. Try to get after it now. Let's go. That's it, George. 15 seconds. Good. All right, guys, 10 seconds. One more. And we're going to hold down here in the push-up position and a lateral plank, okay? We're just going to switch over to the side. Hold there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going, guys. Try to work on that rhythm, okay? Try to do a 5 count in your head. And what you want to focus on here is going to rotate down and around, is not allowing your hips to drop. So you're trying to lift that hip up, activating the obliques. Guys, you're almost there, about 25 seconds. And if you notice that you just can't do this, there's nothing wrong with coming at a 90-degree angle here with your legs and just raising up here. You just want to make sure you switch each side. 15 seconds, guys.
Let's go, guys. Let's go, everyone. Let's push. Push, push, push.
You're almost there. Last one. Let's hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. That's done. How'd that feel, George?
Feels horrible.
Well, it's kind of what's going on inside your body is you have a variety of things, right? You're working an explosive component with the burpee. You're working your push-up, you're squatting, you're working your legs, upper body, lower body, pretty much everything throughout.
Absolutely. Strength and endurance is really my weakness. I'm a very explosive guy. So strength and endurance is mostly isometric tension. This is something I have a really hard time dealing with.
Now, would you say that that's something similar to what you feel in a fight, the type of fatigue that you're feeling right now?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's really like my whole body is working out. I put myself in a lot of isometric tension. It's horrible. But there is no magic pill to it. You wanna look good and everything, wanna lose weight or be more performant, there is no magic pill. You need to work.
All right, George. Now let's grab our dumbbells here, okay? So 15-pound dumbbells for George should be good. For me, I'm gonna grab my 15. Okay, guys, I'm gonna start off round 3. Let's get ready now. Lateral lunges, starting to the right. And pull the dumbbells up and out to the left. So pull them up, to the right, up, to the left. Remember, parallel lines with those legs, okay? We want our feet running down the same line. We don't want this, right? Okay, excellent. Halfway there. And this becomes quite difficult because of the previous 2 rounds. The body's already starting to fatigue, and now we're introducing new movement patterns, stuff the body hasn't done yet.
Oh yeah, I discovered some muscle in my body that I didn't know they were existing.
And it says that ability. It's like I said, functional training exposes the weak links in the body. Woo. Okay, now we're gonna come up top here, okay? Feet shoulder width apart, we're gonna go to a rotating overhead press. Switching side to side. That's it, George. For a full extension on the arms. Excellent, good. Excellent, Lisa. How's that feel, George?
Sounds terrible, but this is what I need to perform as much as I can.
Good attitude. All right, guys, you're doing great. Now we're gonna come right here into our bent over row, okay? So chest over top of the knees slightly bent, and we're gonna pull around, going side to side, okay? Remember, it's the shoulders moving around the spine. We're just looking straight down. This is a very functional way to do your rows. We're not in a static position like this. We're actually doing natural body movements. It's very important. Hips back a little bit more, George. Yep, good. Okay, excellent, guys. Now let's come up into the standing position, our alternate upright row, okay? So we're alternating arms, pulling up and down. Yep, that's it. If you need to use a little leg boost, that's fine. Try to keep adjusting the muscles, your trapezius muscles, your deltoids, you're working your biceps. All of the muscles that you use to pull with. Excellent.
Let's go, everyone. About halfway.
Yep, you're almost there. Okay, and let's bring it around now to our rotating curl. So notice we switch directions at the top, and we maintain that position until we come back up. Good. Now you're going to come back up in the reverse curl. There you go. And lower down. Good. Nice, Patrick. Rotate up. Rotate down. Okay, guys, almost there. 10 more seconds. I know this is tough.
The worst 10 seconds of my life.
Now 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet together, starting to the right. Lateral lunges again, okay? We're going through this whole routine again. And now you know the movement. So now you want to try to get after it a little bit more. Try to get more repetitions per 30 seconds. We're doing each one for 30 seconds. So we really want to get after it. I have to try to keep that back foot on the ground. Trying to let it lift off. Good. Almost there, guys. 5 more seconds. We're going to go into a rotating press, okay? Overhead press, get ready, and go. Rotating presses. Try to get full extension on those arms. All the way up, all the way down, rotating. You can use your legs for a little boost if you want to, as you're pressing up. Excellent.
This is hard. Keeps me having my hands up when I fight.
Alrighty, guys. Let's get after it now. We have 5 more seconds. Good, George. Okay, now dumbbells to the front. We're going to sit back. Now we have our bent over rows, okay? Think about pulling that elbow around the spine. Rotating the shoulders around the spine. But you're going to stay looking down, and your back is in a nice neutral position, okay? We don't want this, guys. We don't want to round back. We want the back nice and strong. That's it. Keep going.
Let's go, guys. Let's go. Almost done.
Okay, almost there. 3, 2, 1, and upright rows now, okay? So alternating. Try to keep the elbow above the wrist. If you need to, you can do a little bump with the legs, but I'd rather see you guys not do that. I'd rather see you just use just the muscles that are pulling. Trapezius muscles, your deltoids, your biceps, your grips being worked here.
One more exercise after this.
Almost there.
Ah!
That's it.
You can feel also it's your forearm that is burning, which is working on your grip as well.
And switch. Rotating curls. Up and down. Okay? We only rotate at the top each time. Good. You guys, we're almost there, okay? We have about 15 seconds, so let's really push it now.
Ah! Let's go, everyone. Finish
Maintain
strong.
that chin neutral, George. That's it. Good.
Ah!
5 seconds. Let's go. Push it now. 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay, set your dumbbells down. When you set them down, try to squat them down, okay? Don't bend over. Don't hurt yourself. You just did a good set. Now let's try to relax. How's that feel, George?
That was terrible, but you know what? There's no magic pill, like I said. There's only a way to improve, get better, and it's through hard work.
You'll find that the whole thing is basically what we're doing is a dumbbell complex. So what we're trying to do is work the body in a variety of ways. We have to work with our body weight. And you'll see that's where we do a lot of rotation work, okay? That's a lot of stuff that, like I said, we're not setting with a big heavy weight trying to go like this. We're actually keeping it fluid, the same way in a fight. You know,
Absolutely.
similar.
It will help you to take away the lactic acid buildup in your shoulder. When I fight, I have to keep my hands up all the time, or for the most part of it. So it helps to be able to reject the lactic acid that is built up.
Okay, George, let's grab a dumbbell now, okay? Just one to start off. Okay, guys, now starting round 4, we have our dumbbell around the world, okay? So if I'm starting with my right hand, I'm going to initiate by going to my left. I'm going to round, twisting directions. Well, now notice how the heels leave the ground here, okay? Very important to get a full range of motion, but also be safe with your spine here.
Mobility, flexibility.
Okay. Almost there now, guys. Now after this, we're going to go right into a one-arm swing. Okay, now let's come here to this position. Dumbbell to the front, hand out to the side, and using the legs to swing it overhead. Keep it in a neutral spine position. Trying to swing the weight up using the legs. You can polish their beat up top. And going up and down.
This is a similar exercise that we practice in Olympic lifting.
Yes, it's sort of the same idea. Popping the hips forward. Okay guys, now here we're going to come right into the dumbbell, right? Now we're going to do a high pull. This is very similar to Olympic lifting. This is actually part of an Olympic lift. We're going to lower down, then pull up, okay? Try to keep the body aligned throughout. Don't allow yourself to sway as you're pulling. Try to stay straight up and straight down. Remember, try not to round the back. We don't want this. We want to keep the back nice and stable. You have to change your depth on your squat, that's okay. Alrighty, and now we're gonna come right here, put our dumbbell in front of our thigh, we're gonna come up on one leg, and we're gonna do a bent over row on one leg with one arm. And notice how my shoulders are moving around the spine here, okay? If necessary, we can lower down to one leg, stabilizing here. Notice how Lisa's doing it, and that's if you're having a problem with balance. That's totally okay. You can even brace your arm there if you want. Foot down, George, and we're gonna do our diagonal press, okay? It's like this. You want you to keep your left hand up by your face, just like to protect yourself from a punch and start to fatigue. That's okay, rest here, and continue on. You kind of pop the hip a little bit. Our guys are gonna push on here about 10 more seconds. And then we're gonna switch sides. That's it, George, try to get after it.
Let's go, guys, let's go.
3,
So we go on the left side.
2, 1, grab with your left hand, come over with your right, and around the world in the opposite direction.
It's important, we're gonna work both sides equally.
Okay, you have to bring balance to the body. So what we're doing one side, we want to try to do the other. If you're 1 repetition off or 2 repetitions off, it's not that big of a deal. But you want to try to bring some balance into it. You don't want to do 20 on one side and then just 2 or 3 on the other.
There's always one side that's better than the other. That is normal. Everyone is
Okay,
the same.
guys, now our swings. Straight up and down. Use those legs, okay? Push your heels into the ground. Neutral spine position. This is working everything. This is working your legs. This is working your core. Your arms have to work. If they're able to hang on to the weight, because it's pulling away from your hand. If you let go, if you have a weak grip, it's going to go flying out of your hand. Almost staying out. 5 more seconds.
Keep it there, guys. Keep it there.
All right, and our high pull. So remember, elbow above the wrist. Try to keep the spine in alignment. Don't fall to the side. Don't sway. If you need the rest, you rest here, okay? Then continue on. Hey, George, let's try to pick it up a little bit. No, we're almost there, guys. Almost done.
Yes, sir. Pick it up, everyone.
5 seconds. Okay, now let's come here. We're going to bring up our left leg. We're going to bend over a little bit. No, we bend by pushing the body right over, okay? We don't want to bend over like this in a rounded back position. We want to keep the back strong. Let the shoulders move around the spine. And if necessary, you can put your foot down for stability. You can embrace your arm here if you need.
It's really good for your stabilization. Let's say someone get me in a single leg position. It's really good for stabilization, not only for your leg, for your ankle, everything, your foot.
Okay, George, now your leg down. We have a diagonal press. Let's put the right hand up by the face, and we're pushing out. That's it.
That's sprint, guys.
Full extension. Try to get a little bit more of an angle out there. A little more. Yeah, there you go. Good. Nice, Lisa. Almost there, guys. 5 more seconds. Let's push now. Last 5, 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay, guys. That's round 4. Now try to take a little bit of a break. Get some water, do what you have to do, and we're going to be back for round 5. How do you feel, George?
Feels good. Now round 5. Now, starting from round 4, we get into the what is called in mixed martial art, the championship round. A regular fight is 3 rounds. Round 4 and round 5, that's championship round. That's when you separate the men from the boys, like we say in the business.
Or the women from the girls. Okay, guys. Now let's go and grab a heavier dumbbell here, okay? So whatever you're using, try to go a little bit heavier. If you don't have a heavier dumbbell, that's okay. But we're going to go ahead and lie down and get ready for the 5th round. The 5th round, we're going to be doing it here on the ground. And we're going to be functioning what's known as the closed guard position, okay? So let's start with the left hand. We'll be over here. And what we're going to do here, guys, when we start this round, is we're going to do a twisting press. So that means I'm going to drive up and down, bring the elbow by the hip, and go. 1 minute here, so pace yourself accordingly. You let the head lower down as you come down, and then you press up, twisting. Sort of like a bench press, but a lot more functional.
Don't forget to breathe. Very important. Breathing out. When you push, you breathe out. You breathe in by the nose when you go back down. Don't stop your breathing. That's what's gonna keep you. That's what's gonna allow you to keep going.
If you guys notice, this round's a little bit long. We're doing a minute on each side. But it's because of the complexity here with these movements. We want to try to just stay with one movement, try to get as many repetitions as we can. If you find you start to fatigue, you can lower down with your elbow by your side and just relax for a beat and then continue on, but try to get as many reps. And if you find the weight becomes kind of easy, just increase your weight the next time you do it. Almost there now, guys. 3 more seconds. Okay, let's go and switch hands. When you switch hands, you can take your time, get yourself in good position. Switch your feet too. So whichever foot was on top, just switch to the other foot's on top. And same thing. Pressing up and twisting, lowering down. And try to allow your head to move in the same direction that your body's moving. Don't try to look here as your shoulder moves that way. Try to move everything together. One functional unit. That's the key to being good at fighting or being good at almost anything. You have to integrate your body. That's good.
That is very hard because it's 1 minute. Now we've been doing 30 seconds. This round it's a 1 minute. That's making a big difference.
A little bit more, George. You have about 15 seconds. All right, guys, this is the last round, so you have to really push now, okay? I know it's difficult.
Let's finish strong. Let's go.
Okay, 5 more seconds. Okay, guys. Now let's switch it back over to the left hand, okay? Now we're going to extend our arm. Our arm is extended the whole time here, okay? We're going to transfer our weight to the right shoulder, elbow. We're going to come up here to a half get up. Then we're going to lower right back down. So we transfer our weight over, come up, and down. This is one of the best core movements you can do. And it's very similar to a motion that you do in fighting called a hip heist.
Exactly, the hip heist, that's what allowed me to stand back up from an opponent when he put me down.
You want to stay looking at the weight throughout, and you don't want to take your eyes off the weight. If you do, the weight will come down and hit you in the head. That's obviously not a good thing. Unless you want to be a punch-drunk person. Good.
Now it starts burning really bad, Coach.
That's pretty normal. All that stress is accumulating in the body. In about 5 more seconds.
Dig in, everyone.
Okay, guys, now as you lower it down, you're going to switch hands, okay? We're going to go to the other side. Arm out to the side. You're going to transfer shoulder, elbow, hand, sit up, then lower down. That's it. And once you feel you have the motion, you can try to do a few more repetitions. Once you get up there, hold for a pause, and right back down.
Keep your eyes on the weight.
You'll find that this motion pretty much hits everything in the core. Your shoulders, your arms, your abdominals, your obliques, all the muscles you want to work, all the muscles that give you that six-pack, that strong abdominal wall, this is working them all. Good. Keep working now. Come on, Lisa. You got it. Okay, about 15 more seconds. We want to get both of our dumbbells. We're going to do a prone row. Almost there, guys. 10 more seconds.
With the wall, you're not alone, but get to it.
Okay, now everybody, let's come around. Let's grab both of our dumbbells, okay? Take some time to get in position if necessary. We're going to do a wide base here. We're just going to do an alternating dumbbell row, going side to side. All right, guys, let's get on it, okay? No more delay. Try to wrap the elbow around the body, but try not to turn the hips too much. Try to maintain your body parallel with the ground. That's going to push your core to work so much more. That's it, George. Good job. Now, if you find after a while that you can't take this, you're really starting to sag your hips, you don't want that. So if necessary, lower down to your knees and continue on. But try to stay up here the whole time, okay? If you want to do it, try and add a push-up every time you do a pull, okay? No. Stay up in the normal stance. Just add a push-up every time you do a row. Do a row and do a push-up. That's an advanced variation if you want. Okay, let's go, guys. About 8 more seconds. Try to rep it out now.
Push, push, push. Last round. Do it like you're like a defender.
3, 2, 1. Alrighty, guys. And that's time. Good job. All right, so there you have it. That's 5 rounds, and that's pretty much what you're going to see when you see a championship fight. It's pretty similar to what you feel, right, George?
Exactly. He gets pushed through like a championship fight, exactly. And that's really hard. I know most of you are probably every one of you are in pain right now, but that's what you need. You're gonna lose weight. You're gonna be in shape. That's what you need to reach your next level. All right. To achieve what you want to achieve, if it's either lose weight, being in better shape, or use that as a performance exercise for your sport, that's what you need to do.
And that's what these workouts are designed to do. We want to stimulate the kind of energetics that you see in a fight. We want to basically have 5 minutes of constant motion. If you notice with all these heavy dumbbells, George uses the heaviest